If Adam did not sin, will we go to heaven? Okay. You know, I've run away from the pastors, so we can have a discussion here. My brothers are looking at me. Let's have a quiet talk. If Adam did not sin, will he go to heaven? So why do you want to go to heaven? Can I say something quickly? If God needed Adam in heaven, where would he have created Adam?
Heaven. It's true, sir. It's true, sir. Oh, you're doing well. You're doing well. Preaching well. Yes.
You see, we must put a difference between what God is trying to correct with his original intent. There's something God is trying to correct. Our heaven theology, to go to heaven, is a mistake. It was not in the original plan. I like the way you're looking at me. That's why if you're planning to live 100 years, you have tried. If you want to live 40 years, you're a disgrace.
Yeah.
Because he said, the heavens of the heavens belongs to who? To the Lord. But the earth, you're not quoting it rightly. The earth, you're not quoting it rightly. The earth, who is the son of man? Who? I thought you were going to put your name. So the earth, has he given to Mbwagbo? No, you're not getting what I'm saying. So if he has given the earth to Mbwagbo, why should I be running to go to where it is his? He didn't say he will give. He says he has given the earth. He has given. Now, don't worry. You will still go to heaven. Let's settle that. Some of you are looking at me. Can I have a chair? Any chair, please? Anyone? Quickly. Today is just my first day, so I want to just do something real quick. Bring it here. Please, put it there. And then you sit on it. So look at this. If I don't get this right, you may not understand a lot of things I want to say this week. So I like concepts to be right. Okay? Where is God? In heaven, right? Though we know that the Bible says for God to look into heaven, he needs to humble himself. Have you read that before? He says he humbles himself to look into heaven. So which means he is above the heavens. Okay. So, but why is his throne not above the heavens? His throne is in heaven. Because there must always be an office of command. So he has an office which commands creation. But he is higher than the heavens. Because God does not live in heaven. If he lives in heaven, where was he before he created the heavens? Am I making sense? Where was he before he created the heavens? Number two, God is not in heaven as of being God. He's in heaven as a king. And I will show you that. Because the Bible says it is in him all things exist. So where is heaven? In him. Where is the earth? Where is Jupiter? So how big is God? If the universe, because if God is in the universe and something created God. Because if God is in the universe, how did space harbor God? So including space is in God. The universe is in God. Are we together? Please follow me quickly so that I don't waste your time. So if all is in God, then now the Bible now tells us God is in heaven. Why? Because he has to command a kingdom. Because every kingdom must have a commanding throne or seat. So he sits in heaven. Jesus taught us how to pray. What did he say? Don't be in a haste. Number one is our Father, not your father. I don't have time into that. It's not my thought. Follow this. Our Father. Where is he? He is in heaven. Follow this. And it says, hallowed be thy name. In other words, it is the protocol to the palace. There is a way you must approach the king. So, hallowed be thy name is a salutation. It's a reverence. It's a protocol. Follow this. What does he say next? He says, your kingdom comes. On what? On earth. As. So there's already something done in heaven which must be replicated on the earth. So it says, your kingdom come on the earth. So your kingdom has not yet come to the earth. So it is a petition for a government to have a colonization program. We are begging you to come. My country was annexed by France and Great Britain and Germany. They all fought for that annexation. Now, but they had to write a letter and they sent it to the king. Come and annex Cameroon. France, a German delayed. The British also delayed. The French, they came. That's why we speak both English and French. Follow this. So that culture was transferred from our country that was speaking at different dialects. We have over 260 something different dialects in my country. So leave it there. We have to now speak French. Why? There's a colonization program of a far territory. So follow this. So when Jesus says, pray like this, he's telling you the petition you should write so that the government can consider and come in your time. Why? Because for the government to come, there must be certain things that must be in place. So if they are going to use somebody, the question is who? So the kingdom can't come unless there is a vessel. But most of the times, the people who are praying it are not qualified to harbor the program. And I'm taking you somewhere. So let's look at this. So first thing first, it says, your kingdom come, your will be done on the earth as it is done in heaven. So it's already an established program in heaven. Follow this now. God is a spirit. Am I correct? Yes. If God gave birth to us, who are we? We are spirits. Yes. And we are gods. We are not becoming gods. Adam was God. Luke chapter 3, I think they're about 36 to 38. He says, and this was the son of this. This was the son of this. This was the son. So you believe that Seth was the son of Adam. But you find it difficult to believe that Adam was the son of God. Because this is my house, this is not me. I live here. This is my house. So the real me is God. I'm not becoming, I am. When man fell, man didn't lose his godship. He lost connection with his kingdom and with his father. So the Muslim is a God that has been disconnected. In the Old Testament, he said, I say unto you, it didn't say you are becoming. Psalm chapter 82, am I correct? You are gods. All of you are children of the Most High. I'm taking you somewhere. In the New Testament, that connection and that awakening in our mind of who we are is primordial. Without which we can't manifest the fullness of who we are. If he says in Luke that Adam was a son of God. Adam was the son of God. I'm not the one that said it. The Bible says so. I say you are gods. And Jesus said in the Old Testament, he said, in the New Testament, he says, why are you fighting? Is it not written in your law that he said? And God is not verbose. God speaks what is. He says you are God. So one day I'm teaching master students, and there's this pastor who keep arguing. We are God with small g. So I asked him, I said, do you have a child? He said, yes. I said, when your child goes to school, does it write your name with small letters? They're not answering. Permit me. So look at this. So the man God put on the earth was God. But this man got disconnected to source. He lost the legitimate right to operate as God. Lost the connection. That is why we are regenerated. We are reconnected back to our source. Your spirit is not being created as of you never existed. It's now that God is creating you. No. Your spirit is reconnecting back to life. That's what's called regeneration. Because man is a spirit, has a soul, he lives in the body. That's who man is. So when he says you are dead, he's not talking that this man has fallen. He's saying that this man has disconnected from life. And who is life? God. So once you're disconnected from life, you are dead. Though the spirit is still alive, but to God, because it's not in him or with him, is considered as what? Are you getting what I'm saying? So this spirit has been reconnected back to God. Why? To function as God.